12 years, 151 games in a row. But we were never just about winning. We were built on families.
Doing it, Coach. Get my baby out of Richmond.
And our town coming together.
The longest winning streak in sports history is now over.
I loved how you embodied both of the coaches in this movie. I talked to them, very inspirational guys, and I was just, what was the challenge for you two in portraying these real life people?
You know, when you play Jesus, somebody says, oh, well, you know, there's no recordings of Jesus, no footage of Jesus or anything. So that's one thing about playing a life character that existed. But this guy, you know, there's footage of him. They know right away. And, you know, hey, you know, I read the tweets. Hey, Caviezel's playing it. What the hell is he playing? You know, I mean, this, all this stuff on already. You know that you have a structure in a film. It's been laid out. And that's normally how you do it. You look at it and you pick up sources from here and there, but there's the foundation. There's another foundation that's already out there. It's already set up, and it's trying to keep the spirit of who the character is without getting caught up in an imitation of him.
Right. And, you know, I mean, there's a level of pressure because the person's living, and, you know, and not only he, but his family, his friends, there's going to be, it's just much more scrutinized than when you have a fictional character that you can create. You know, you have too many reference points where people are going to go like, wait a minute, these are, you know, so, you know what I mean? So you're really on point in those situations where you really want to be authentic. You don't want to do an imitation. That's just not acting, and it's not, you know, going to be effective in any way. So you just, again, authenticity is the best word that I can come up with.
I mean, one of the treats for me in watching this movie is I actually grew up in Danville, California, which is not too far from where De La Salle is.
In your backyard.
Yeah, it's more or less in the backyard. So, and you know, I was just curious, did you guys get a chance to visit the towns the story took place in?
Yes.
Because I know it was filmed in Louisiana,
yeah.
and I was just curious, what was your impression of the
I
area?
mean, obviously it would have been in Concord if California got their thing together about the film community. We wouldn't be
Hello?
bankrupt.
Yes.
Is this thing on? Hello?
Yeah, New Orleans gave us a 30% deal, and we could make our dollar go a lot further. So, yes, I was up there, and in fact, was amazed at their training program, and was amazed at the kids that come home from college or the NFL to train with them, because they don't have the same kind of training in the stuff they do now.
Yeah, big football culture in Louisiana,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's very true, yeah.
But on that whole region of the world, whether you're talking about Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, I mean, they love football. I mean, they sort of live football.
It's definitely got there.
Yeah, but I think what they'll love about this film is it's not just a football film.
No, it isn't, no.
This is a film with a huge heart and very soulful. And it's not that film, like you said earlier, that you know, the clock's running down and they score the winning touchdown and everybody goes, ah, and you know, and it's filled with cliches. It's not that movie.
The training you guys go through looks rigorous, to say the least. I was curious, what kind of training did you do for this film?
We trained out at the Duke Academy in Kenner, in New Orleans. We went through an intense 3-week boot camp, so to speak, where we were, you know, we're flipping tires and we're jumping hurdles and just, you know, doing 300 crunches at once and all types of stuff, just really building up our cores and doing some lung expanding exercises and stuff. We also, you know, we were doing tour-a-days, so as soon as we would leave there, we would go and do our football training with Alan Graff, who was an incredible stunt coordinator. We got an opportunity to work with some incredible professional stunt guys who were ex-pro football players, pro, CFL, AFL, college, everything. You know, I had an incredible double named Landon. He made me look great, but we put in a lot of that work as well, and it was just awesome being able to be a part of that. You know,
Bob Lasseter, I just talked to him, and he, you know, we kind of get the idea that the regular football coach is a guy who's like, yelling in everybody's face, but Bob Lasser is a much different person from that, or what we think a football coach is.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, what was it like talking with him, and what was it like working with Jim Caviezel?
First off, I don't think there's anybody who could have played that role better than Jim, and Jim really did take on the role as coach. He brought us all together, even into his hotel room, and we watched documentaries, and he really
Pray together.
Yeah, and he really brought this feeling of community and camaraderie. It really was like being on a team, and Bob is just an exceptional human being. Him and Terry are a great team, and it's pretty unbelievable what they did, and it's nice because they never lost focus of why they were there. Even though that they had all the success, it was about changing kids into men.
And they weren't in your face yelling type of guys. They were more accountability teachers. They taught each other how to, they taught the kids how to be accountable to each other. Why should I yell at you for something that you want? You know what I mean? That's more the idea of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's it's an important story as well. You know what I mean? Hold yourself to a high standard and push yourself. You know what I mean? Here, I'll give you the tools and I'll show you how to do it. Now you have to implement it, and that's what they did. You know what I mean? And they taught these kids to never give up, never back down, and to hold each other to extremely high standards. And that's an important theme in this movie.
Coach, I'm alone.
Family isn't just blood relatives. You've got me and 60 brothers.
1, 2, 3, fight!
Coach told us, face your fears.
Meet Buster Matthews, 330 pounds of pure aggression, and you're gonna face him the whole game.
We got lost, caught up in the hype, the glory, and the relentless pressure. That's not who we are. We need to stand back up and find our way again.
You've got to decide what you want to be.
Only way I'm going out of this game is on a stretcher.
You know why they call me Buster?
Because you're stupid enough to let him?
Brothers for life.
No matter where we go or what we achieve, nothing's ever gonna come close to what we have right here, right now.
When the game stands tall,